Hey guys, it's Sam. This video is gonna be kind of awkward and weird, but I kind of have to do it, and it's like a video, like it's gonna be like interesting and stuff, so you know, that's chill. But my English teacher for my school has assigned us an essay about a topic that we have to debate whether or not it's real or not, and we had to make a presentation and a slideshow to go along with that essay. So I chose my topic to be alien existence. Now, I don't really know how I'm going to be doing this because we're supposed to be presenting it in class, but since we have a lack of time, she told some of us that we can record ourselves talking about the topic and send it in to her. And I asked her if I can just post it on my YouTube channel, and she was like, sure. So I was like, hey, like, this is some good content, like, alright, bet. So if you're coming here from school or from my class, you know, subscribe, like, you know, all that. But yeah, I guess I'll get into the video. I don't really know where to put my phone propped up. I'm not driving. I'm waiting for my mom to text me saying that it's my turn to get my nails done, because, you know, I'm basic. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. I figured out how to prop up my phone. It's on my steering wheel turned sideways, and that's working. She gave us the option to either read off note cards or read off our essay. But if we read off note cards, we get extra credit, so you know your girl needs all the extra credit she can get. So I don't have my essay. I'll record my surroundings in a second. She asked me to do that so that you can see I'm not reading off an essay. Oh gosh, I'm literally so nervous. I was nervous to do this in school, like in front of people, but like I don't know why I'm so nervous doing this on camera, because I can record this as many times as I want to and like change things, you know. But I'm still so nervous. Like I have my like 3 little note cards here because originally in class, she said that we can only have 3 note cards, so I was like, gotta get all the information on the note cards that I can. But yeah, I think it'll be good. It's very convincing. Like I said, my topics on alien existence. Me personally, I truly do believe aliens exist. Like there's no possible way that we can exist in this whole galaxy without any other life present, but I'll get into that. This probably sucks, but if you're here, watch my other videos. They're pretty chill. Love you. Okay. Yes, aliens are likely around, and 10,000 societies could inhabit our galaxy. This is a quote from senior astronomer Seth Stosak. Now, him and many more reputable men and women, like astronauts, government officials, so many people have all came out and said that aliens do in fact exist. We have Lance Armstrong aboard Apollo 11. We have a Canadian government official all saying the same thing about aliens. They must exist in some shape or form. There's absolutely no way, like I said, that we exist in this whole galaxy universe alone. Like there's no possible way. So my first information, so Air Force, as everyone knows, is known for their extensive flight program and wars and military and all that. But they actually were one of the only branches, well, they were the only branch that looked into aliens and UFOs and had investigations over it. Located at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio, it's basically where all the projects took place. Any UFO investigations happened at this Air Force Base. The first project was Project Sign, and its first big case took place on January 7th of 1948. This had to do with the death of Captain Thomas Mantell. There was an object that the government thought to be a UFO. So Mantell and 4 other planes were following this object, and unfortunately for Mantell, he was the plane in hot pursuit. So he was crashed down, he crashed. So after extensive investigating, the Air Force concluded that the flying disc phenomenon was in fact caused by extraterrestrial agencies. They went to the officials at the Pentagon and they told them that, you know, UFOs were actually just aliens. But the officials at the Pentagon were unwilling to accept this. They even denied any involvement to the public. They destroyed the project, and they just said, nope, that's not happening. We don't want to cause distress in the public. Like, we don't want to be responsible for that. The next project that the Air Force started, again at the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, was Project Blue Book. Now, Project Blue Book has a lot of information about it. It's basically just a giant book, like it says, full of UFO sighting stories. Basically, it just has a bunch of information and investigations about sightings and just people's accounts of what they saw. Project Blue was from 1947 to 1969, and 12,618 sightings were reported, but 701 are still unidentified. Now, Project Grunge is the most disturbing thing I have ever seen. I don't know about y'all, but it is just so disturbing. Project Grunge is a series of photos and just logs of alien autopsies. I will flash this picture right here if I can. I'm not that good at YouTube yet, but if I can, here's the picture of one of the alien photos I saw. Now, if you look it up, it just shows a bunch of disturbing images of aliens sitting on cold metal tables, and one of the pictures were described as a 4-foot-long figure. It had just holes where nostrils should be, holes where ears should be. It described the head as rounded, obviously, and it described the eyes as almond shape. So, in your mind, Men in Black may just be the movie that Will Smith starred in. I know before my research and before learning about aliens and watching videos about them, I just thought Men in Black of that thing where like they zap someone and like their memory of aliens just gone. But in reality, there is so much more to them. It's crazy about how much information there is about Men in Black and how many witnesses have seen these men, but the government still tells us that they're not real. In 1967, this man named Robert Richardson struck an unknown object with his vehicle. The object allegedly vanished, but left a small piece of it behind. A couple days later, 2 men in black suits came, and they were like, basically, where's the object? Like, we want it. Like, we heard you have it. And at this point, Richardson had sent it off to UFO investigators to see what the object is. So he was not in possession of the object anymore. And he told these men that, and they left. About 2 weeks later, 2 more men in black, pale with barely any features, came to his house, but this time they threatened to harm his wife if he didn't give the object over. And he didn't have the object, and there's no reports about his wife being hurt, but they did threaten her. Herbert Hopkins was working as a UFO consultant, English, on a UFO teleportation case. Basically, this pale man in a black suit came to his house, and he allowed the man to enter, and the anonymous man told Robertson, he told him to hold a penny in his hand, and he did, and the guy allegedly made the coin disappear. They continued talking for a little bit, but eventually the man in the suit, his speech slowed down, and this is a quote from Hopkins. The man said, "My energy is running low. Must go now. Goodbye," and walked out. Hopkins said that when he looked outside, he saw a bright light and no trace of the man at all. If you have a man enter your house and make a coin disappear, and then you walk outside and see that the man is not there, he just disappears and there's lights, like, would you not believe in aliens at that point? Because that's very convincing. Like, I don't think this man was making it up. I don't know. This question still remains. With our technological advances, why should we believe in aliens if the government tells us they don't exist? Because, you know, We should always listen to the government. The government's always right? Yeah. We love a room change. Yay, I don't remember. Oh, I do remember where I was at. Okay. Alright, so like I said, why believe in aliens if government tells us they don't exist, all that. Well, there's actually a lot of proof, like in statistics and all that aliens do in fact exist. So actually, 50% of stars inhabit life. So say there's 100,000 stars in the sky right now. 50,000, I can do math, 50,000 of those would inhabit planet-like galaxies and planet-like systems, like stars could inhabit, yeah. It's been proven on Earth that life thrives in extreme environments. We have life in the coldest, highest point of mountains. We have life in the deepest, darkest in the deepest, darkest part of the seas. Life just can thrive anywhere. Like, life can adapt as evolution has proven, if you believe in evolution. But who's to say that there's not a planet out there, even in our galaxy system alone, in the Milky Way, that has, like, who's to say that it doesn't have life-like things? Like, we already know that there's water on Mars, life thrives in extreme environments. There could be a space life, like there's an Earth life, like we are the Earth life. There can be a space version of that, which people believe are the extraterrestrials. Also, if scientists spent as much time looking for aliens as they do doing surgery on a grape, maybe we would find aliens. Like, yes, the Air Force does some investigations back in 1947, 1969, back when we didn't have the technology we have today. Yeah, there's some scientists out there who's trying to prove it, but people just mark them off as crazy. Like, you have those people who are looking for it, but we haven't had actual investigations going up into space, finding extraterrestrials, finding aliens, finding life, because there could be life out there. Like, we just don't know. As humans, we're too occupied with our phones, with things going on in our planet, that we're not concerned about what's out there. Because when you think about it, wars and stuff are going on here, right? And we can barely get through these wars without having another Great Depression, another loss of lives, millions of people dying. But there could be a species out there that is planning an attack on us, and we haven't even looked into it. We look so much into the Israelis, we look into ISIS, but there could be something with way more technology than they have trying to get to us right now, and we wouldn't even know because we're not concerned. We're too consumed in our own environment right now that we don't even think We don't really, it's in the back of our minds that aliens could exist, but we don't think about it on a daily basis. Hey, like, this is a reality, like, this could happen. We just don't. Now, another evidence/proof is the Apollo 11 mission. We've all learned about it in school. We've seen footage. There's conspiracies about that, but they don't really teach us everything that happened on the Apollo 11. There's so many leaked audio, and that I personally listen to. I spend all night listening to it. It's fascinating. You hear sounds, you hear noises that you would never hear here. But one of the things that is really unique that we should be learning about, but we're not, is the fact that Lance Armstrong called Control Center and said that they saw they saw a spacecraft that wasn't ours. It wasn't any other. It wasn't something we can imagine. This is a quote from Lance Armstrong calling to Control Center. "We have visitors. They have been here for a while. This is not any technology we've ever seen." Now think, when was Apollo 11? I just looked it up to make sure I was right, but Apollo 11 was actually in 1969. So imagine, just think about this. Just sit here and think for a second. In 1969, yes, 1969, think of the technology we had back then, and think of all the technology we have now. We have flying cars going on the market next year. We have robots being produced. We have robots in our phones. We have Alexa, we have Siri, we have whatever Google has, Pixel. We have all this technology that if we were to just go up into space again and just look even barely, we could probably find something with the technology we have. And Apollo 11 was just crazy how back then an astronauts, you have to be smart to be an astronaut. You have to pass all these tests, physical, mentally, knowledge. You have to pass all these tests. You have to be intelligent to be an astronaut. And this intelligent man is saying, this is a spacecraft like we've never seen before. Now, I understand if you don't believe in the little green, like, alien. I'm going to try to put something in there, but again, I'm new. I don't really, if it's there, cool. If it's not, I look crazy right now. But if you don't believe in the whole little, like, green alien act, then this could change your mind. Like, it just could. So Henry E. Keller and Darren Campo both believe that aliens, like humans, are symmetrical. Kevin Anderson believes that they will look exactly like humans due to evolution. Aaron Rosenberg said this. He said that they could be just clouds and they could have multiple bodies to alter to suit the needs of the moment, which that's a little far-fetched, but if their technology and if the way they were created by God or evolution or whatever you may believe in, whoever created them, could create them to, again, adapt to the needs of the moment. Nidhi Okafor, I don't know if I said that name right, but this is a quote from her. I don't see why aliens couldn't be microscopic. I don't think aliens have been or will be what we're expecting, which that to me makes the most sense. Like, we've already found bacteria on other planets. That just makes a lot of sense to me. Like, again, if you believe in evolution, we were evolved from a single bacteria system. So the fact that they could start as a bacteria and evolve again to fit their environment, that just makes a lot of sense, you know? Okay, so another piece of information, this wasn't in my essay, but since I'm making it into like a video type thing, I'm just gonna include this. There was a government meeting in Canada, and one of the Secretary of Defense's, the Secretary of Defense, he was talking, and he was just saying how he believes in aliens, and the aliens got brought up, and he said there are 3 different species on Earth at the present moment, 2 of which are working with America. You have an astronaut, a government official, and a whole military branch all saying aliens are real. I'm pretty sure, me personally, would believe these guys who are intelligent rather than political parties just trying to make people happy. But that's just me. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's kind of random. Like I said, it's for school, it's for grades. So, you know, leave a like, maybe some extra credit if I get, you know, some likes. But yeah, if you're here from school, like I said earlier, definitely subscribe to my channel. I make videos every once in a while because I'm not good at time and I'm not good at making these. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy. And Miss Pounds, or I don't know if my English teacher wants me to say her name, but if you enjoyed this video, please give me a 100. Wait, 100. So yeah, thank you for watching.